Welcome to Ornoth's Bedtime Stories. Tonight's story, Lanora Fights Cavities, written by Ornoth the Dragon and read by Ornoth the Dragon. Far out in the country, hidden in the hills, there was a small cottage, locked in the depths of winter. Within this shelter from the cold, within the darkness before the sun awoke the world, there was a young red dragon, getting herself ready to cook breakfast for her family. Lanora was almost a full meter long, and had ruby red scales. She also had bright yellow eyes and long spiral horns. Lanora loved to cook for her family, and today she made pancakes with chocolate chips in them, bacon, and eggs for everyone. As usual, the smell of her wonderful food woke the rest of the cottage. Everyone loved Lenora's cooking. However, as she took her first bite of food, Lanora felt a dull pain inside her mouth. Her eyes widened. She had not put any hot spices in the food. It did not taste bad, but something inside her snout was causing her pain. Lanora thought perhaps something had gotten caught between two of her teeth. That had caused her some annoyance before, though this felt somewhat different. So Lanora decided to finish her breakfast, and then, when she brushed her teeth after, she also gave her teeth a good flossing. This did not help, however, and her mouth continued to hurt. Lanora felt a bit embarrassed because she didn't know what was happening and was not sure how to describe it. She knew that the best thing to do was to talk to her mother about this, but she did not want anyone else to know about it. So Lanora waited for her brothers to get bored being inside, and when they went out to play, she stayed behind to talk to her mother, Lily. Lanora felt silly, telling her mother that her tooth hurt. Her teeth had never felt anything before. Lily, however, understood what was going on. She told Lanora that what she was experiencing is called a toothache, and that it meant that she would need to visit the dentist. But when Lily asked Lanora to fetch her brothers, Lily protested that having them around would be embarrassing for her. So Lily simply told the boys that she and Lanora would be going out for the day, and not to get into trouble while they were gone. Lily took Lanora to the dentist office, where she waited for what seemed an awfully long time. There were magazines and even a movie playing, though, so it wasn't too difficult. From the movie, Lanora learned that cavities can form on a tooth when sugar is left in one spot too long. She found this a bit confusing as she had brushed her teeth regularly. When it was her turn to see the dentist, Lanora had many questions, but they did have to wait while the dental hygienist cleaned her teeth to make sure that it would be easy to examine them. Lanora liked the way that they used fancy spinning brushes, and her teeth did seem even cleaner than when she normally brushed them at home. The dentist examined her teeth and even took some x-rays, which they explained to Lanora was a way to see a picture of what her teeth and jaw looked like inside her mouth. The dentist found out that the source of her toothache was indeed a cavity. To get rid of the cavity, the dentist had to drill into her tooth to get out all of the sugar that was eating away at it. Before this, though, they used a special substance to make the area around the tooth and the tooth itself numb. After everything was taken care of, Lanora finally got a chance to ask her important questions. She wanted to know why she was able to feel pain from her tooth when she could not feel the food on them. The dentist showed her some pictures of the inside of a tooth and explained that deep inside each tooth are nerves that tell you when something is wrong. These are protected by the tooth enamel. When something damages a tooth enough, the nerves let you know that there is something wrong by telling you that it hurts. This is why cavities cause toothaches. Lanora was satisfied with this answer, but she also wanted to know why her brothers and mother did not have cavities when she did. Her mother explained that Lanora was the only one in the family who had grown up eating cooked foods and lots of sugars. The rest of the family grew up in the woods or in deserts, finding and eating raw foods that did not have much sugar in them. This not only made their jaws stronger and bigger, but also meant they had less issues with cavities. Lanora did not like that answer because she did not want to give up cooking. However, her mother also explained that sugar is not bad as long as it is not eaten all the time. And she also reminded her that there are lots of ways to prepare foods that are healthy and can fight back against cavities. The dentist suggested fresh fruits and vegetables. Lily suggested nuts and more savory dishes rather than sweet sugar-filled ones. Lanora liked the suggestions, but was not sure she wanted to change her diet. On the way home, Lily and Lanora stopped by a bookstore to get her a new cookbook to help her find some new recipes that could help her make foods that are more healthy. Lily also pointed out that even though the rest of her family had not had any cavities yet, if they did not change their habits of eating too much sweets, it would not be long before everyone else had problems too. Lanora reflected on this. She did not want anyone else to have the trouble of cavities, so she started researching ways to make her meals more healthy. She also looked for new ways to keep her teeth cleaner and more healthy. She also taught her brothers what she learned so that they could all fight cavities together. The end.